Good morning, Eagle Nation. I'm Brennan Bell. On today's show, we will explore the dangers of abusing prescription drugs. Sit down with senior Tori Bell, who will share her personal experience with abuse, and take a look at this week's weather forecast. This is Weekly Update for Wednesday, January the 29th. But first, let's take it to Malaysia White, who has the announcements.
Good morning. Thank you, Brennan. Our annual student staff volleyball game is this Friday, January 31st. This is a fundraiser for the Student Council. All students in grades 9, 10, 11 must pay $1 to your sixth period teacher. As a senior privilege, seniors do not pay. If you have not paid $1 by tomorrow, the admission price is $2 on Friday. Any student who does not pay will attend a silent study hall in the cafeteria. All students who have paid will be dismissed to the arena at 1:27. Seniors Friday will be blackout to support our boys volleyball team, so be sure to wear black. UNTG Force will start up again on Monday, February 3rd in the counseling office in the morning. If any senior or junior students need assistance with college applications, financial aid, SAT, ACT information, please stop by the counseling office and see Ms. Benavides to schedule an appointment. The ASVAB test will be given on February 7th. It is open to any students in grade 9 through 11. If you're interested in taking this test, please stop by to the counseling office and sign up. Now back to you, Brennan.
Thanks, Malaysia. Drug abuse is a growing problem among Americans. While many have pointed to illegal drugs, a growing trend is rising among teens. That trend is the abuse of prescription drugs. It sits in the medicine cabinets of many homes and is easy to be accessed to. The FDA has identified the use of Adderall as a new problem among college and high school students.
Scientists are constantly working on finding a cure for ADHD and ADD, but until there's a cure, there's just prescription medication for those patients who suffer from it. However, a problem has risen. Students have reportedly been buying or taking other people's prescribed medication.
So what are the consequences of taking medications not prescribed to you?
Researchers say that everyone's body is different, therefore everyone's body will react differently to different medications. Here's some potential side effects of taking amphetamine medications.
Most potential side effect is an anaphylactic reaction. You don't know what's going to happen. Anaphylactic reaction is basically you take a medication or you take something that your body cannot handle and you go into anaphylaxis, which is immediate shutdown of your vocal cords, breathing, that requires actually immediate 911 care.
It's illegal to take prescription meds that aren't prescribed to you. But more importantly than that, it's not good for your health.
Now that we know the potential dangers of taking medications prescribed to other people, let's hear what students have to say.
I don't think it's very smart because, a prescription drug is meant for that specific person for a specific purpose. And for somebody else to take it that's not prescribed to them, I could see it having harmful effects.
I don't think it's a very good idea because you don't really know how it's going to affect you like it does the other person.
I don't agree. It's kind of, it's wrong, it's unacceptable.
So let us all keep in mind that taking prescription medications not prescribed to you is first of all illegal, and it's very dangerous. And if you're not careful, it could possibly lead you here, maybe before your time.
Thanks, Kristen. I have with me today Tori Bell, a senior here at Prosper High School who has her own experience with Adderall. So I've heard that a couple students have come up to me in the halls asking. So can you tell me what your reaction was to these students asking you for your prescription?
Well, I was kind of shocked at first that they really were going to ask me that. I mean, I kind of knew that some people would, but I don't know. I was kind of shocked.
At what risk were you willing to go to say no to this?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of side effects that Adderall has. Like, it can stunt your growth, and it can cause damage when your brain's developing, which is why it took me a long time until my parents wanted me to actually get on it. And I didn't want anything like that to happen to them, so I just thought it was better to say no.
And did you think losing a friend was really worth the risk of saying no?
Well, I mean, if they really wanted me to give them my Adderall, then I knew that they weren't really true friends. If they were willing to sacrifice our friendship for that, then I shouldn't have.
Okay, and then you mentioned some side effects that you had known about, so can you tell us what those were?
Well, it stunts your growth, and when your brain is developing, it can cause like some kind of damage to that. And whenever you start off, you're on a lower dosage. Like my dosage is lower, so I take it twice a day. But other people that have been on it for longer have a higher dosage. So when people that don't know or have never been on it, and they get a pill from somebody else that can be like higher, like 60, then that can cause like depression and suicidal factors.
So what you're saying is it's still a risk, all of them, but the higher it is, the more of a risk you have?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Tori. We will be back after this commercial break.
There are many different names and prescription drugs to help with ADD and ADHD. In 2006, 7 million Americans admitted to abusing prescription stimulants.
Welcome back. Let's go to Aaron Mraz with the weather.
Thanks, Brennan. Right now it's 34 degrees outside with a wind chill of 28. Wind is coming out of the south at 7 miles per hour, causing the temperatures to feel much colder than it actually is. Temperatures throughout the day will continue to be chilly. Temperatures will stay in the high 30s to low 40s until about 5 p.m., with the wind still pretty regular, mostly 11 miles per hour. Temperatures drop into the low 30s and wind picks up a bit. Now onto the 7-day forecast. It will get pretty cold in the upcoming week, with the lowest temperature falling to 27 on Tuesday and the highest rising to 66 on Friday. Also on Friday, you can expect it to be chilly outside during the Lady Eagles soccer game versus Highland Park here at PHS, so bring a blanket to cheer on your Eagles. The temperatures dip back down on Saturday and Sunday, but pick back up on Monday. Also, we can expect to get some rain on Monday. And that's all we have today and this week.
Thanks, Aaron. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Brennan Bell. Live long and prosper.